Thank you, Jason. And you can see my screen, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. So as Jason said, my name is Lauren Reynolds, and I'm a lead forecaster here at the National Weather Service in El Paso. And we're here today to give you an update on the potential for heavy rain and flooding for today and for tonight. Now, as a reminder, and before we get started, I want to remind everyone that we do have our phone lines down, and unfortunately, they're remaining down. And we want to emphasize to you that we're still here for you. You can call us anytime you want. We set up an alternate number for you to reach us. The number is 575-589-4423. This is for your use only and not for the public. And I'll show this number again at the end, just in case you don't have a chance to write it down at this exact moment. So before we get started, I wanted to talk about what happened overnight last night. So here's a look at our 24-hour precipitation that fell across the forecast area. The color bar over here on the right is going to show you that the blue values are between 0.1 and half an inch of rain. The green is about 0.5 to about 1 inches of rain. And the yellow is a little bit higher at 1.5 inches or so. And you'll see that that highest amount of rainfall fell exactly where we expected it to, which is roughly from Luna County to the west. But you can see that Las Cruces and El Paso did see some very scattered rainfall yesterday and overnight, in addition to Alamogordo and the Sacramento Mountains. So this is what we're starting with today as a base for rainfall. So let's get a review what we are expecting to see today and tonight. So we are still expecting to see periods of heavy rain through Thursday morning. That time frame has changed, and I'll explain why in just a few slides. Now, this system 2 weeks ago had widespread precipitation across our entire forecast area, but with this system, we are expecting less coverage and very scattered storms. That's why I put it in red. Very scattered storms. This means our storm coverage will continue to be very spotty. We are still looking at rainfall of about 0.5 inch to 1 inch today, with the potential for isolated locations of 3 inches or more. And the flash flood potential is higher than normal because of previous rainfall. In addition, we had record moisture in the air this morning. So if something can get started, the potential for flooding is there. So let's talk about what's changed since yesterday. First of all, the system is moving much faster across the region, so this will shut down our rain potential for Thursday. Now, yesterday we were concerned that Thursday would be the bigger day for widespread precipitation, but that's decreased sharply as the moisture pushes east on Thursday. Now, this won't mean that that Thursday will be completely dry. It's actually just looking like our normal monsoon day. Now, we do have several factors working against storm formation today, and that first is cloud cover. Here's an image of visible satellite this morning. You can see we have lots of cloud cover over the forecast area today, and that cloud cover, if it sticks around, it's going to inhibit storms by limiting warming and instability. The second is that we don't really have a good trigger for lift to get storms going today. So this system a few weeks ago had a more dynamic lift associated with it as it moved across the area, but this system's really going to rely on those outflow boundaries that help push the air up and generate other storms. This is why our overall confidence for storm placement continues to be low, which we'll see in a few slides as well. Finally, something else has changed is that our models are showing a signal for storms in our eastern areas, and this is due to some breaks in cloud cover that might occur. And you can see on this image over here that we do have a little bit more breaks than the rest of the area in cloud covers on our eastern zones. That trend is expected to continue today. And as it does, that suggests that the stronger storms of the day may occur in our east. But don't worry, we're not expecting them to become severe. But again, that chance for flooding comes into play. So with all of that said, here's a look at our current flash flood watch. We did expand it just a little bit to the east to include El Paso and Hudspeth counties due to that eastward storm signal that I just talked about. It also includes the Sacramento Mountains. Now with southerly flow, we do tend to see storms sit over the Sacs and bring some heavy rain. So This watch goes through Thursday afternoon, but after seeing model runs today, I wouldn't be surprised if we see much of this flash flood watch canceled earlier in the day on Thursday. Now here's our expected rainfall through Friday morning. You can see some widespread quarter to an inch in the lowland, or sorry, to half an inch in the lowlands and an inch in the mountains. This does not account for storms that might bring that heavier rainfall and locally higher amounts of precipitation. There will still be locally higher areas of up to 3 inches of rainfall. I did want to show you one example of one of our models, total expected precipitation through tonight, and explain why we added Hudspeth and El Paso counties to this watch. Now, this is one of our high resolution models, and it can pick up potential areas of higher rainfall. And you can see the areas to the east, there are some bullseyes of up to 3 inches of rain. Now, I want to stress that we can't look at this one model just to try to figure out exactly where the rain's going to fall, because we look at many of these high resolution models and we look for a trend. And the trend for today is that our eastern areas could see some of our stronger storms. The thing is, if this happens 50 miles to the east, it could affect El Paso, which is why we added El Paso and Hudspeth counties to that watch. So let's talk about our confidence levels, because we do have several things working against storms formation today. Our confidence for scattered thunderstorms producing periods of heavy rainfall is moderate. If a storm forms, we have pretty high confidence in flash flooding. And because of the scattered nature of the rainfall, or scattered nature of these thunderstorms, we have low confidence for the overall location of the highest rainfall. So summary of impacts through Thursday morning, we are expecting scattered thunderstorms producing heavy rainfall. The stuff with this system will be much more isolated and have isolated flooding potential than what we saw 2 weeks ago, which was much more widespread. Because of our the antecedent rain we've received, not just yesterday, but in the previous couple of weeks, flooded roadways and highways will be possible for portions of the area, and the potential for flooding will diminish as we get into Thursday and as we go into the weekend and we become drier overall. So that's what I have for our presentation today. I do want to open it up for questions, and Jason, you can help answer some if you would like.